Hey everybody. So I have gotten to purchase a few new decks recently, some tarot and oracle decks, and I thought it would be nice to start doing a few videos here and there, just unboxing, maybe like a flip through kind of video. And so I've set aside a few decks that I've gotten recently and haven't gone through them at all yet, figuring that I could do this for everybody. I know that I personally really enjoy watching these kinds of videos when I'm trying to decide what deck I might want to purchase. So yeah, I'll just jump right into it. So today I have the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot deck by Matt Hughes, and I ordered this on Amazon. Gosh, I think it was under $20. It's pretty affordable. I don't remember the exact price, and it was Prime, so it got here pretty quickly, all that good stuff. I don't really know much about what might have happened or not happened with the Kickstarter issues, but yeah, I've gotten mine on Amazon. I'm making this video in April 2019. I ordered it, I believe, in March, so yeah, I'm reviewing the US Gains edition. Not really sure about any of that, what was going on there with the Kickstarter stuff. So starting off, right away, I can say it comes in a nice hard case. I always love a nice protective case, and we've got the gold gilding all around here. It's gorgeous, even on the box. I just loved the Art Nouveau style of these cards and the gold gilding. I'm kind of a sucker for the gold gilding stuff. And it says here on the back, in creating Ethereal Visions Tarot, Matt Hughes has drawn inspiration from the Art Nouveau movement, adopting its distinctive style and meticulous approach to craftsmanship. The artist has also created 2 additional cards to supplement the traditional major arcana. Every detailed image in the 80-card deck is hand-drawn and colored. Each card is illuminated with gold foil stamping to elegant effect. Includes a 48-page booklet. So let's go right in here. So let's see. And this is pretty much one of my first videos I'm recording. I've got this little tripod that I haven't used too much, so hopefully I'll stay in frame. Also, the lighting can be a little wonky. I have a window to that side, that's why we're recording this way. So I'm hoping the natural light, you guys can see the cards decently. I'll try and hold them up well. And I don't have really much else going on over here, just some candles and stuff. So right away I'll tell you we have a little white book. Nothing fancy from the looks of it. We've got, let's see, dedication and a little introduction here, and then it jumps right into the major arcana, minor arcana, and it looks like, so we do have astrological correspondences. We've got reversals in here, and now when he talks about the minor arcana here, he has the cups, like for instance the element, the astrological correspondences, and then a direction with that. It's not something you see too often. Hope I'm in frame here for you. So that was the majors and their reversals, and then yeah, so here's where it includes a direction for the minor suit, and then we just have keywords for each card in the minor arcana here. So pentacles, we've got directions east, and then all the keywords. So it just goes through that. Swords, let's see, wands, let's see if there's anything else. Just a little small section about the artist and some section for notes. No spreads or anything in here, but really simplistic and to the point. I kind of like just having just the basic keywords in a way. But yeah, so moving on, we have the cards themselves. I have these still in the package. Let me see if I can get these open carefully. Okay. And it does not have gilding on the side. And I have a couple decks that do, a handful of decks that do and don't. And it looks very pretty for the aesthetic to have the gilding on the side, but mine have not really worn too much yet, the ones I do have, but I've heard that it can. It also makes shuffling, especially in the beginning, a little tricky. The cards can stick together, but you have to kind of break them in. I don't really care either way. Don't have too much of a preference there, but so I'm not really too sad that there's not gold gilding on the side. However, the backs I found really interesting. I like them. I like the art here. I love the design, but to me it almost doesn't match the cards. I don't know if it's just the choice of the colors here, and I would maybe myself have chosen something more. I don't know what it is that for me, I was just kind of surprised by the backs. I thought that they might be slightly different. It's just different than what I maybe would have envisioned myself. So, and we'll just do a quick little flip through here. So we have the Fool, and like I said, I'll try and hold this up the best I can in the light here. You can see the gilding and the coloring pretty well that way. So we've got the Fool, that's 0. We do have the numbers down here. They're kind of small. This one in particular, it's kind of to the side, right there in that filigree. The Magician, got one right there. And he's got all the 4 suits. Ooh, not a little out of frame there, but he's got all the four suits there of the Minor Arcana. High Priestess, of course, is the card we have on the box. Gorgeous card. I love this. There's a few cards in here that really sold me, that I needed to have this deck. Empress, that's another gorgeous one. I love the foil on these. See, the 3 is down here. So I don't know, I don't use the numbers too much at this current time, but I'm always kind of learning and changing how I'm reading tarot and what correspondences are important to me at the time. So I think that having them on there can be very important, especially for a beginner who might not know them. So this is the Emperor. Sorry, I'm doing my best to stay in frame here. There we go. We've got the Hierophant. He's got a little less foil compared to a lot of these other major cards. The Lovers. Oh, such a delicate card. It just feels like a soft, very soft, feminine Lovers. And the Chariot. Got Strength. This is one of my favorite cards in tarot. And then Hermit. And got a little skull down in here. Wheel of Fortune. Got some symbols and animals and such up in the clouds here. That's what's interesting. But we've got Wheel of Fortune. We've got Justice with a beautiful owl there. It's a little different, I think, than most depictions that I've personally seen. But I think that's beautiful. We've got the Hanged Man. I love this one. That's a good depiction of the Hanged Man, I think. Clearly putting himself up there in this card. I've got Death. Good bit less gilding on that. Maybe I'm just being nitpicky here, but I think that the border, it's like off-center just slightly. I don't know if anybody can even tell if it's just me. Anyway, that's the death card. You can see some obvious grieving on there too. Temperance. Now look at that. Look at all that foil. You kind of almost see like my reflection and stuff in there. But gorgeous. Temperance. I've got the devil. Again, it's like almost like a mirror. It could be symbolic in itself. These are just gorgeous cards. We have the Tower. The man appears to have a mask on that fell out of the tower here. And we have the Star. The Moon. This is, okay, this is one of the ones. This is definitely one of those cards that sold me. Probably the card. But I was like, okay, I need to have it. I adore the Moon card in general, but this is a really just gorgeous card to me. Got the Sun. Judgment. I think got some spirits coming up that way. It's just a gorgeous card. We've got our gilding up here, but not too much else. Some of these cards really only have a little bit, and then some are like covered. So I found that really interesting. This one's the World. And then we have the Well. So I think it's the Well and the Artist are the ones that he's, yeah. So this is marked as 22. Had a moment there where I was like, is this what I'm supposed to remember? But because we have 0 as the Fool. So we have the Well as one of the ones that he's created. And I'll just go ahead and tell you the keywords that he put in here for that card, since it's one that he's added in here. So it says the Well is the birthplace of ideas, inspiration, and transformation. All things are birthed from this creatrix, and knowledge flows freely to those who seek it. It says upright is nurturing, opportunity, nature, creativity. And then reversed is destruction, endings, cold, and stagnant. So that was for the Well card. And then we have the Artist. I also really liked that this was one of the cards. I don't know if I remember seeing the Well, but I know I saw the Artist, and I thought that that was really interesting that he included that. And I'm an artist myself, so I really enjoyed that that was in here. So let's see. It says the artist is the vessel of creation. This card signifies mankind and shows when you need to open to the knowledge that is available if you stop and set aside the distractions of the human condition and listen. So upright, keywords are visionary, interpreter, creation, passionate. And then reversed is unstable, judgmental, restless, and greedy. Those are very interesting. So those are his 2 additions to the deck. It's making it an 80 card deck instead of 78. So then we have Cups. We have King of Cups. I'm going to try and go quickly through these and just do more of an actual flip through now. Keep this video not ridiculously long. So we have King of Cups, Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups, we've got the Page of Cups, and then Ace of Cups. Some of that gilding is almost too reflective, it's hard to show. 2 of Cups, that's gorgeous. I like the lion on that. 3 of Cups, what a pretty card. 4 of Cups, 5 of Cups, 6 of Cups, 7. Really like the mask here. I don't know, I like that a lot. 7 Cups being a card of illusions and deceptions for me. I liked the way that was depicted. We've got 8 of Cups, 9 Cups, 10 of Cups, and then moving on to Pentacles, we have King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Page, Ace of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, 3, and 4, 5 Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, got 7 here, sorry about that, the video cut off for some reason. So we were on 8 of Pentacles, and 9 of Pentacles, we've got the 10, we've got all our pentacles up top here, King of Swords, we're on to Swords now, Queen of Swords, got the Knight of Swords, Page, and the Ace of Swords, 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords, look at that. Sorry, once again. But we have the 3 of Swords, and just look at this card. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love that one. I love the subtle designs in here in the heart itself that are not gilded, so they don't stand out as much, but it still fits in so well with the designs. 4 of Swords. This one's a little, I feel like some of these are a lot more, they stray from the Rider-Waite system that we're used to. For those of you who've learned that way or familiar with Rider-Waite, but then a lot of them are very similar, so it's interesting to see which ones are and which ones are not. So this is the 5 of Swords, and then 6 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords, ooh, 9 of Swords, that's a good one. Good depiction of that, I feel like. We still have the roses and the bedding, and the nightmares and everything like that. And you got 10 of Swords. And Wands, we have King of Wands here. Queen of Wands. There's a little cat down here. And the 2 lions. I like the sunflower here. Okay, and we've got Knight, Wands, Page, Page of Wands, and then the Ace of Wands. Ooh, I like that. It's a good use of the gilding, like placement up here. I just like that a lot. 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands, 4 of Wands, 5 of Wands, 6, got a 7. A lot of these are very traditional still. You've got your 8 of Wands, again, very traditional. A good bit of these wands seem like they're very to the Rider-Waite system. 9 of Wands. And last but not least, we have 10 of Wands. It's weird, it looks like there's something on the cards here. I don't know how that was when I just opened them. It's like a wax. Interesting, but still in fine condition. So yeah, that is all of the cards. I have not tried to shuffle them yet, obviously, so I don't know much about how they wear, how they shuffle. I could always do another video later of more of an actual review of how I wind up enjoying them. I plan to eventually do that with some of my other decks that I have used quite a bit and enjoy and like to recommend to people. So we'll see if this one is one that I'll do eventually as well. So thanks for watching.